Hi friends, I welcome all of you to my virtual session of English class. Today we shall learn a poem from the textbook His First Flight, a plus 10th CBSE. The title of the poem is Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. Now let us know about the poet. Robert Frost is considered as one of the most celebrated figures in American poetry. He was the greatest American poet of 20th century. He was born in San Francisco, California on March 26, 1874 and died in Boston on January 29, 1963. He was an immigrant from Scotland. Now let us know about the poem. The poem consists of two stanzas. Each of these stanzas is made up of 4 lines. Thus, the entire poem consists of 8 lines in total. Dust of Snow is a beautiful short poem written by Robert Frost. This poem tells us that even a simple moment has a large significance. The poet has mentioned crow and hemlock tree in this poem. The crow signifies his depressive and sorrowful mood, and the hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. Both these signify that the poet was not in a good mood, and so he describes the dark, depressive, and bitter side of nature to present his similar mood. The poet says that once he was in a sad, depressive mood and was sitting under a hemlock tree. A crow sitting on the same tree shook off the dust of snow, that is, small particles of snow that remain on the surface of the tree after the snowfall and fell on the poet. This simple action changed the poet's mood. He realized that he had just wasted a part of his day repenting and being lost in sorrow. But the change in his mood made him realize that he should utilize the rest of the day in some useful activity. His sorrow was washed away by the light shower of snow dust. His spirit was revived, and he got ready to utilize the rest of the day. Now I would like to share a poem on the screen. See. Now I read out the poem Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had lived. Now I would like to explain the poem stanza-wise. Stanza number 1, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. In this first stanza, the poet is talking about a winter's day when all the tree tops were covered with snowflakes. The poet was walking under one such a snow-covered tree. This was a hemlock tree. The hemlock tree is usually associated with poison. Thus, this tree cannot be associated with anything positive. However, a crow came and sat down on this tree suddenly, and because of this sudden motion, the mass of snowflakes from the top fell down on the poet like rain. The snowflakes were so light and small that the poet thought they looked like white dust particles. This shower of snowflakes from the hemlock tree is evidently the subject matter of this poem, since it touched the poet in some way. Now, the second stanza has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had lived. Now in this second stanza, the poet explains exactly in what way the shower of snowflakes had an effect on him. He says that it changed his mood. Earlier he had been in a despairing mood, but the shower of the snowflakes falling on him all of a sudden changed his heart. In addition to this, there was another effect that the shower of snowflakes had on the poet. He says that particular day was one that he had not been looking forward to, and in fact it was not going to well either. He had decided in his mind that the particular day would go to west. However, the shower of dust like snow on his shoulder changed his mood. It made him feel that the day had not been a complete waste. At least some part of that day he had been pleasant. since it had given him a new experience that he could treasure as well as the material for another one of his wonderful poetic composition. Now, dear children, I would like to present detailed summary. It was a day of winter. It was snowing all around, and the dust of snow had covered the tops of the trees. A hemlock tree was standing there. The top of the hemlock tree was all covered with the dust of snow. The poet was standing under that hemlock tree. A crow from nowhere came and perched on the top of the tree. The sudden movement of the crow made the dust of snow fall down. The flakes of snow fell on the poet who was standing under that tree. The arrival of a crow and its sitting on the hemlock tree is just an ordinary happening. There is nothing great about the incident. On the other hand, the crow stands for an ill omen, and the hemlock tree is associated with poison. But this seemingly simplify things of nature leave a deep impact on the mind and mood of the poet. This ordinary incident leaves a deep impact on the poet. So far, it has been a very dull and disappointing day for the poet. The day has not going well for him, but the falling of the flakes and dust of snow on him are welcome signs for the poet. His mood changes for the better and his spirits are uplifted. Now he realizes that the whole day has not gone west. Those moments while he is enjoying the fall of dust of snow on him are his happy moments. Then lift up his mood and gladden his heart. Now he realizes that at least some part of the day has been spent happily. In the end, satisfaction replaces regret. Now let us have quick revision. The poet was sitting under the hemlock tree. He was upset as his days did not go too well. Suddenly, a crow sitting on the tree shakes the tree, and the fine particles of snow from tree falls on the poet. The soft and cold touch of snow changes the poet's mood from sad to happy. He starts feeling soothed and refreshed. In this way, a simple moment proves to be very significant and saves the rest of the day of the poet from being wasted and held in regret. The poem describes a very simple happening in a very simple word. It tells us that sometimes even a small incident may prove to be a larger significance. The poet is upset in the beginning of the poem, but a small incident of falling of snow changes his mood totally. In the end of the poem, the poet feels relaxed and thankful to the nature for saving his day from being wasted. Thank you, children.